we are back, and today I'm going to be showing you some setups of a basic base. Now, I am still back on this island that we went to the last time. This is 8080 down here. It's a carnivore island. Sorry, that doesn't make it close. And I went ahead and prepped some materials. Now, you can build wherever you want on this island. I don't recommend, though, blocking the metal spawns up here. So there's a bunch of metal spawns back in here. I don't recommend building up there because you'll block them. The last time I played and lived in here, I lived in this little cove and used the rest of this cove as basically my dino storage. But I found I ran out of room pretty fast because I go crazy with dino taming. And also it was kind of dark. So I'm going to try building over here today. And I am using a little bit of a exploit, I guess you could call it. The No Smith Clippy that's part... Clippy. No Clip Smithy, hello. That's part of the No Clip mod, No Collision mod. Holds 1,000 items. So I'm using that as my storage box today. So that I could just have everything in one area. So I got a few things set up already. So we're going to go ahead and build, and I'm just going to do a very small box and make sure it has plenty of room to expand. So we're just going to go ahead and start placing our blocks. I don't really know how many I gave myself. 21. I could math it, but that would require math. So let's see, that's 3 by 3. So let's go one more row on this side. And we should have enough for one more row on this side. And 5 left over. Let's see, where do we want to put these? Let's just put them back here. And there should be one to spare. Let me cut down this tree real quick. And these are actually the vanilla building bits. I'm not using any of the no clips for this, so in case you didn't put them on there. So now we're going to get our little house set up. I'm going to show you a design that I like. This is not one that you have to do. It is going to take a few extra building bits to do it. But it's something I found super duper helpful when you're moving large loads of materials in and you're using animals to do it. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up just right. Let's see, where do I want my animal entrance to be? I think I'm going to do the back side here. So I'm going to go ahead and take fence foundations, and you can see with Q you can kind of move them around to where you want them to clip, but I want them right there. I'll put 2 of them, and then I'm going to take the dino gate, and the dino gate won't snap to a wall. See how it's not snapping to a, or not the wall, the foundation, the regular foundation? But it will snap to a fence foundation. So I lined it up just the way I wanted it, and I'm going to drop it. And I'm going to go ahead and put the gate there. I know that's really big, but and I'm going to have to build a little higher than I normally would for something like this, but I like it. Now I'm also going to do a people entrance, just because it's a pain in the butt to constantly open the dino gate. And you can put that wherever you want. Now I'm going to go back for some more supplies. The reason I'm not picking them all up at once is they're very heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and put some window walls in. You can see I'm moving really slow here, because I like these, and this is not a PvP server. It is definitely a PvE server. So I don't see any reason not to have a great view. Now, because I intend to do storage boxes back here, I'm actually not going to use the windows, because that leaves my storage boxes a little bit exposed. In fact, I may remove one of those windows, but we shall see. Let me go ahead and grab some walls. 164 weights. Can I hold it? Yes, I can. Alright. So you see with the dino gates, you have to go up 4 to get it even. So this is going to be really tall, but you can use maybe some of the space as, like do a second floor if your house was a little bit bigger than mine. This one's very tiny. But I would maybe do a second floor at 2 blocks where my boxes aren't at. You know, like over on the front side. And I may actually do that. I may just put in like a bed up above, a little ladder, something. Now, I have done it with houses that were only 2 high, and I need some ramps here. The dinos, most of the dinos fit in a 2 high door. So, like, it was kind of funky on one of my houses, but, I mean, it worked. But still, it was, I couldn't get the Ankies in and out, because they were a little bit too high. Bears, I don't think, go in and out. Trike might not go in. Yeah, I need more walls. Alright, so, let me go ahead and I'm just gonna give them to myself, so I don't have to waste your time. Myself 20 more wood walls, and finish this up. So this is a lot of materials. This little tiny box, because of the dino gate, is a lot. Now, you don't have to do this. This is just a style I thought I'd show to you. You can build however you want, but I like this design. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in some ceilings. I made some of those. And throw those back in the box. I'm going to go ahead and get our ceiling on top. So now you're probably wondering, how the heck do I get up there? Well, I am going to just be a bad person and cheap fly. There are other ways that you can do it. There are birds, you know, that you can just kind of hover on, and the devs have even said they're going to make it easier to hover build with birds. But this is just my easy, cheaty way of doing it. So this is, you know, like I said, super tall, but now I feel good because I can have a row of storage boxes. Ugh, hate when they turn the wrong way. And, actually I built one too many in. So I'm going to walk here real quick. And I'm going to look for a hatch frame. So I'm going to make, let's see, now it should already be in here. Did I not get myself a hatch frame? No, I guess not. Alright, so let me grab the mats for it. Should be stone, thatch, and fiber when you're building in wood. So let's go ahead and make a hatch frame. That would be the problem. I have not learned how to make wood yet. Alright, and then I need trapdoor. Let's see. And the trapdoor is what goes on top of the hatch. You would think it would be called something else, but it's not. So let's go ahead and make the hatch. And a trapdoor. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and end up pulling out one ceiling tile. I made some ladders too, so let me find these. There is a spiral staircase, but to be honest with you, it's terrible to use. I hate the spiral staircase. I get stuck on them all the time. So I try to avoid spiral staircase at all costs. Alright, so now I have to decide, where do I want my hatch? Now, it doesn't really matter because you can walk through ladders, so it's nothing terrible. But I think, I don't like to put it too close to the edge because sometimes you walk up the ladder and almost immediately fall off the roof. So, I'm actually going to pull this one out. And that just gives me a little extra security. So, let's go ahead and place this. Now for the ladders, actually, let's do this first, because I always end up having issues with the hatch opening in the wrong direction. And it's really hard with the wood hatch to see where it's going to open. See, I was going to put my ladders this way, and then it would have been a pain in the butt coming up and down. So, let's try this. Come here. There we go. Just run them straight down. Like that. Let me show you what you got. So you can walk forward and back through this. And you can climb on up to your roof. Now, the reason I built this big square box and not something pretty was because it allowed me to expand and do a second level if I felt like doing a second floor. And I kind of like that. So now, trying to decide here, I think I'm going to go get myself a few more ceilings. Let's see if I can, I might just make them. It'll be faster that way, actually. Because I think I am going to set up a little bed for myself on another level. So let's pull out some more wood. I got one ceiling already. Thatch. Fiber. Let's do... that should be good enough. Actually, I might do 4. Yeah, it seems I don't have enough wood for 4. Oops. Oh, I did have. Huh. Okay. So we got 4 here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my bed. Should be in here. No, I don't have a bed. Huh. All the things I don't really have. So let's see. Let's throw in these. Throw in the wood. See what I need for a bed. Probably need wood. Hide. Alright. You have to be careful sometimes when you're trying to hit T to take all of a stack. It starts typing up here if you're searching for things. I like using the search function. It just makes things go much faster. Alright, now we're going to make a couple more ladders. Make 2. And we should be good to go. So I'm going to come back in here. And I'm going to see what I want. I think I'm going to do like this. I don't know. Do I want to do like that? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Maybe I need one more. Let's do one more to make it even. Grab another stack of wood. Yeah. Yeah. Thinking here. I'm looking at it as I'm designing it, although it would screw up the ladder, so I guess we'll leave it like it is for now. But now I'm going to go ahead and take some ladders here. And I'm going to do like this. And I'm not actually going to place the second ladder because I wanted to show you, you can do that. Have that gap there and still be able to access the ladder, which is pretty nice. So now I'm going to find a nice spot to put my bed up here. This seems like a pretty good spot. Let's see. Maybe I'll get creative. Put it here. And then I think I'm going to make a storage box. And I'm going to replace some of those walls up there since it's now a nice second level for me to hang out in with windows. So I'm going to show you how to replace stuff. So let's go ahead and make a storage box. I need the mats for that. Oh boy, it's doing it again. Or I'm doing it again, I should say. Let's make a storage box. No, I want a large one. I've not learned how to make a large one? Let's find out. Large storage box. There we go. So let's go ahead and make some storage. looks like I'm low on wood for that, so let's see. Is this the wood button? I have no idea. No, Ark Commander is not working anymore. I turned it off, I think. Whoa, hey, thanks! Good job there, Pteranodon. Good job. Make a couple more storage boxes. Because we can set up our little storage area, too, while we're at it. Alright, let's see. And I'm going to take these window walls. And make sure I don't have any extra stuff that's going to weigh me down in my inventory. Throw that ladder in there. Okay. Oops. So rainy, I didn't even notice which way I was going. Now, if you're worried about something flying into your windows, there are window things that can be open and closed, so you can do that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just hit your number if you're playing on the PC. Every time you want to pull one of these up. It's not going to just keep placing them. All you got to do is that, and you get some of the mats back too, so that's pretty nice. Now our storage box. I'm going to place this right here by the bed. I like to do this, have like a personal box next to the bed, so if I decide, you know, I have more than one house, I can travel back and forth between beds. You can see this is the original bed from that thatch house that I destroyed. And I can travel to there just by clicking on it, but I drop everything that's in my inventory when I do. And it's the same as death. You only have, you know, whatever you have your time set to on corpses to get back to it. But if you drop everything off in a storage box, you should be good to go. And I think I just lagged out. Or did something weird because I can't access the storage box. Might have put a little too close there in the wall. That's very strange. Okay. Let's go ahead and demolish this and try again. Now I can access it. Okay. So now let's get our little storage area set up here. And I'm just gonna put these as close to the wall as I can. It's hard to line things up. There are lots of tips and tricks out there to get things lined up, but for this I'm just going quickly, so it's not gonna be completely straight. And excuse me one second. Sorry about that. Whoa! Goodness, still have a tickle in my throat from my cold. And I'm going to leave a little room by the door. Now, if you wanted to do another row of storage, you could definitely do that. Say this direction. And what I usually use is thatch walls to kind of, excuse me, outline where I should place things. But now let's go find our trike. I'll show you the beauty of this. So, should be able to just ride him right in and say my animal's full of wood or thatch or something. I can just access his inventory, pull out the thing I want to drop off, and drop it off. And renaming the boxes, again, I think I showed you this earlier, but I'll reiterate. Renaming the boxes, you know, whatever resource you want it to be, is exceptionally helpful for keeping you organized. I don't know, I'm just anal about it. I always rename them. So I'm going to go ahead and move my trike out. Let's give you... You're really slow. I like stamina. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and place a couple more things in here. We'll learn how to make something. This is not necessary. You can just put like mortar and pestle and campfire on the floor. I prefer to do it on a wooden table, so I waste the engram points on that every time. So let me learn how to make a table. Oh, table still requires metal. Well, that's a pain in the butt. So let's just go get a little bit of metal here. Oh yeah, and you'll see there's another wyvern here. It was ugly, that's why it's named Puke, and it got replaced on my other server, so I just brought it over here because of the download glitches I get, where stuff disappears from the uploader, downloader, whatever you want to call it. So, it's living with me now over here. It's a good wyvern, just ugly colors. And I absolutely despise the colors of that wyvern, so. Alright, get some more wood here. Getting low on wood. Alright, look at the table again. What am I missing? More wood. Okay, let's just drag over a whole stack. And I'm going to drop all this off. Alright, so I want to find a spot with a nice view. Still need to make those ramps. I'll place a table here. Well, sometimes I do two, and I will fill one full of mortar and pestles, and the other full of campfires. Sometimes I'll even do 2 tables with mortar and pestles. So speaking of mortar and pestles, I should have grabbed those too. So let's get this little basic setup here. I got a forge too, regular smithy, and where's the campfire? There it is. So let's go ahead and start off with mortar and pestle. Ramps. Gotta do ramps. Goodness gracious. Okay. So here we go. We're going to put the mortar and pestle here. We're going to do campfire here. Oops. And you can see that's just a little bit higher up. Not on the floor. It looks nicer in my opinion. Now I'm going to set up my smithy and my forge. So I'm going to put the forge right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it right here. And I know it's blocking my window a little bit, but this way I can have 2 smithies if I want and put one on each side, so I don't have to go far with all that heavy metal that I've refined. There we go. So that's awesome. We've got ourselves a tiny little house, but with good access and great storage. And now I'm going to go build those ramps before I forget again, because it's driving me crazy. Oh, I need wood. Let's go ahead and pick up some wood. Oh, did it again. And let's go with ramps. I'm probably going to need, oh boy, all the things I haven't learned yet. Probably going to need 4, I'm thinking, or 3, excuse me. Let's see, ramp. Hey, look at that, I can make 3 exactly, perfect. Alright, so now we're going to come back here. You have to do this a lot of the times with your house. There are tricks to lowering the foundations, but I will get into that much later. And there's actually probably some better videos out there showing it than mine. So we look pretty good. There's a few other things we could use in here for now, though I'm going to show you how to hook up some water. Because you are going to want water in your house while you're busy working. So now I'm going to go back over to the smithy, and I'm going to actually first off learn pipes. So, no idea why the CS stuff is in here. So I'm going to learn basically the basic pipes. So we have to learn, you see how these are yellow? That's because we have to learn intake first. We can learn straight, intersection, tap, inclined, vertical. And I like knowing all of them because basically at some point you're probably going to need all of them. So let's go ahead and start making some pipes. A lot of people get very confused on how to set up their pipes. So we're gonna work on that a bit. Now there's lots of different tricks that you can use to setting these up. And I'm going to try to show you a few. For now, that's all I'm going to craft, and I'll just take most of the stone out of my inventory and leave a little bit in there. So, you can start with your intake pipe. That's the one that has to hook into the water, and work your way up, or you can start inside your home and work your way out. And I actually prefer that method, because as you can see, when I go to place the pipe, I can see the pipe really, really well. It does clip through structures, or it does not clip through structures, I should say. But the ground, it will give you a problem unless you're using corrected structures or, you know, some other mod. So, let's see, this isn't exactly where I want it. Let me see if I can try it up here and just get it to hang down. So you can put it either place. We're going to go with the hang down method. As you can see that seam there, I'm trying to get it lined up perfectly because nothing drives me crazier than misaligned pipes. So now, see how I had the option to go up or down? And see, I don't like that. That water pipe's going to be really low. So I might just go ahead and climb on up and see if I can see the pipe enough to destroy it. So I don't like where that is. Demolish. So let's try again. We're actually going to do this a little bit differently this time. We're going to try turning the pipe. Putting it somewhere that I really like. So let's see. Here is not a bad spot, pretty close to the campfire. And if I do a cooking pot at some point, it'll be really close to the cooking pot. So let's do this. Now, if I were to try to snap another straight pipe on, you see it just wants to go that direction. That's my only choice. So that's where the intersections come in. And it's not easy to see. There we go. You can see the intersection there. So now we're going to go ahead and take our vertical pipe. And let's see, am I standing? Yes. Place it here. Oops. I think it went down. That was not supposed to happen. Still not real thrilled about where this is. It's up a bit high. But that's okay. I like high better than low. And you see there's no water coming out of that tap. So I've got to do the next step. Here's the back side of the intersection coming out. So we're going to go ahead and put some more straight pipes on here. And we're just going to head out towards the water. Now, you can see the pipe is brown. Or tan, whatever you want to call it. But when I hook up this intake, see how the intake's going straight down in the water? Boom. Blue. That means water is flowing. And when we come in here, we have a water tap we can drink from. And you just hit E to drink, although it seems I am not thirsty. And if you open up the inside of this, if you have, what are they called? The water pouch, or the jars, or canteen. Water skin, that's what it's called. You can fill them up here. Let me make a water skin real quick. I think I have everything in my inventory. There we go. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to put the empty water skin in. Boom. Full. And these become important later when you start doing cooking with the cooking pot. Now, the other cool thing, because we have water, we can start getting set up with a farm. And that's what I would like to do next. Because I think farming is very important. So I'm going to take some of these straight pipes. And I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see. Oh, that's vertical. I'm out of straight pipes. Oh boy. Let's make a few. I'm gonna put the garden right next to our house. So now you can also put it on the roof. That is also a very, very viable solution. So, but for here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it next door. And I'm just gonna keep kind of going out with this about where I think how big my garden's gonna be. And I might actually make an intersection or replace one of these pipes. Let's go ahead and do that. Intersection. Yeah, let's actually just go ahead and place this one. There we go. And then get back to our straight pipes. Go ahead and run one here. Maybe run one here. And another one, say here. And here. And then I think I'm out of wood for taps. Maybe I have some. I do from that tree I chopped. So let's go ahead and make some taps. I think I've tested it, and the water should go over 2, maybe 3 when you're doing your gardens. So I don't need too many taps. I just need one more. Hopefully I still have enough stone. I do. So this will probably be enough to water all of our crops. We'll find out. Oh, that's not where I meant to put that? No, you're not. No. We'll leave it though. We'll see how it goes. I can always put another tap here. I don't really think I'm going to need it, but we'll do it anyway. And now we're going to make some crop plot boxes. And actually I might just speed things up and go ahead and spawn some in. So we're going to look up crop plot boxes. Now these can get a little pricey to learn, and there's quite a few levels that has to go into it. You can a lot of times find blueprints in the drops for the crop plot boxes, so you don't even necessarily need to learn it. I used to make the large crop plot boxes because I thought, oh, that's going to make everything grow better. There are a few things that require the large crop plot boxes, and that's plant species X and Y. But the medium basically just holds more water. So if you're not using irrigation, it's nicer to use a large one rather than a small or a medium one. And small just is not going to give you the same results. So you can start off with small and then go into a large, but I prefer to just go straight into, or not large, medium. Prefer to go into medium or large for my crop plot boxes. And the nice thing about large, though, if you do large, basically it usually rains enough to keep your crops watered. So if you don't do irrigation, if you don't want to, you should be okay. Just giving myself some more wood here. Alright, let's see. Make a few more. Still wood. Myself another stack. Alright, so this is a lot of crop plot boxes. Wow, that actually leveled me? Holy cow. You don't really need all that many, but I like to just go overboard. Basically, I'd recommend starting off with, let's go ahead and line it up here with the side of the house. I recommend starting off with a narco berry, a mijo berry, and then doing your 4 vegetables. Or is it 3 vegetables? 3 vegetables. No, wait. Citronal, longgrass, savor root, rock carrot. It is 4. Okay. So there we go. 4 vegetables. So, you're probably wondering, what vegetables are you talking about? So let's see. No, it's not on this tray. This guy here has these seeds that he picked up for vegetable plants. Also the regular berries, the tinto is the red. The Amara is yellow. And we have narco berry seeds in here. We're low a few seeds, so we're going to take him out. Just going to give him a bit of stamina because he's not super great at sprinting or moving, so I'm just going to go around and hit some of these bushes. Gather faster. We got a mijo berry seed. Another savor root. And see, he's already out of stamina. Some citronals. So let's see. Narco, mijo, rock carrot, citronal, savor root. Longgrass seems to be the one we're missing. Have not seen a longgrass seed yet. Now, if you're not the type of person that plans on doing any sort of kibble taming, maybe this isn't necessarily the route that you want to go, but I like kibble taming. It just makes things so much easier. I know some people don't even bother with the veggies. Oh boy, this guy has like nothing here. Still not seeing the long grass. We'll come back. Ah! A dead shark. It beached itself. Look at that. That's for me. Right there. So I'm just going to make this easier and I'm going to hop off of him and have him follow me. Follow me back. So I'm not doing the basic berries yet because he's pretty good at getting them. So let's just grab a seed. Each one of these. Oops. Yeah, we'll keep you. I'll put down one more crop plot box for you. And again, we're missing long grass. So can't plant that one just yet. Let's see, you don't have one, do you? No. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn up my gamma because it just got really dark. And let's go ahead and get these started. So we'll do narco. I forgot mijo. Oh boy. Let's go get a mijo seed. Mijo seed. And I said I was going to do stem berries, so I'm going to go ahead and put the stem berries in there. You don't really need the stem berries. I like them because I do make a good bit of stimulant and dyes and things like that, so let's see. So this should be, what seed was in here? Mijo. Let's do stem in here. It's okay, it's done. Now let's start doing our veggies. Okay, now you can see just how anal I am. I put them in alphabetical order because I don't know. So I'm leaving a spot for long grass. But now you see we have all these crop plot boxes. They're saying irrigated, so when you look at them it says water irrigated. It says seeded, so there's seeds on all of them, but then it says not fertilized. Just go ahead and put these down. So we need to get them fertilized. So I'm going to show you what I think is probably the easiest way when you're starting out to get these things fertilized. So I'm taking some mejo berries because I know this is this thing's favorite food. I've got bolas. I've got trank arrows. I shouldn't say favorite food, favorite of the berries. So, and I know I saw one. There it is, this guy. So we're going to need lots of poop. And these guys are poop factories. So he is bolted, and now I can just shoot him in the butt. I could punch him too, but I had trank arrows, so I'm using them. There we go, he's out. Let's go ahead and put some of these on him. I don't think I have any narcotics on me. That was probably not smart, but I don't think he'll wake up. He's level 2, you see 100% effectiveness. He's not getting any levels though, because his level's so low. Look at that, eating those berries so fast. Alright. I'm going to take the rest of my berries out of him because he's going to eat them up if I don't. And get him to follow me back. Because he has a very important job for us. Must have accidentally turned infinite stats on because I am not getting hungry or thirsty. So we're going to pull him up right next to our trikes. And we're going to get him to do some work for us. Hey, he's already done a little bit of work. There we go. So now this is the easiest way to do this. So I'm going to put the mejos back on this guy, grab some Amara, and grab stimberries. Now the reason for the Amara is what I'm about to do is going to make him really hungry, and we want him to eat. So I'm just going to give him a minute to eat. And then I'm going to start holding down E actually. And making him poop. Look at this. Look at that. That is poop. That is poop everywhere. So I'm going to stop and just pick up as much poop as I can. I know some people set up like a poop ramp with him, or you know, use some other methods to easily gather the poop, because it's not super easy here. I'm having to crawl under him and he's still blocking my access. We've got a lot of poop. So let's go ahead and stand up. Do it all over again. As you can see how fast his food's going down. So, I'm gonna let him eat some Amara berries here in a second, but just get all this poop. Here we go. Might as well just have fun. Poop it all! Poop it all! That's so much poop. Look at all that poop. Just pooped everywhere. It's terrible. This is good. I like the poop. Come here. Come forward so I can pick up your poop easy. Come on, pal. Why is he not following? Come on, buddy. Let's go. I got poop to pick up. Oh, are you overweight with those berries? No, you're just being picky. Alright. And now, thanks to good old Fudge, we're gonna get our gardens fertilized. So, let's see. I don't have a ton of poop yet, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there, and you can see the fertilizer amount. It's not a lot, because there's actually more effective ways of fertilizing your gardens than poop. So, since I don't have a ton of poop, I'm just going to be kind of picky about what I actually fertilize here. So I think this is the citronal. You can see I have some on my bar. I did sheet those in, but they are my favorite food. And I think I'm going to do... can't remember if it's rock carrot or long grass, but I think rock carrot is one of the beginner kibbles. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a little bit of fertilizer. I'm going to give a little extra to our narcos. You see the seed went away, but that's okay because we have little sprouts popping up. Now, there is something more effective than poop, just plain old poop, and that is fertilizer. So when you're starting out, the easiest way to get fertilizer is a compost bin. So we're going to come in here and we're going to search compost. Now you see there's two types here. This one is because of the Jones Egg and Poop Collector mod that I have on. And I have to use this because dung beetles broke. So with this mod, dung beetles are another way. They're an excellent way to get poop because they will make, or not poop, excuse me, to get fertilizer. They will take all the poop in their inventory and they will turn it into fertilizer and oil. But on the island, dung beetles are exceptionally hard to get. They are in caves. Caves are very dangerous places to go. So we're going to not try to get one. Alright, so I was grabbing the charcoal for the compost bin. And I actually need more charcoal. Oh, goody. So let's go ahead and I'll light this fire, go back to my other house, light that fire, just give myself a bit more wood here. Couple of stacks, and get this lit. Gotta get some charcoal fast. Put a little on the campfire too. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to Ark Commander here. Otherwise, I just give myself some charcoal. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look up the code for charcoal. Actually, I'm going to restart Ark Commander. See if that works for me. This will take an eternity. I forgot to turn that on. Alright, it's still loading, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit escape so I can use this and go to right here. Char. We'll just search char. I can't spell. Wow. Okay. Really and truly. Charcoal. So let's go ahead and give ourselves some of this. Can't tell if it's actually working like it's supposed to. I don't think it is. Let me... oh, there we go. Now it worked. Alright, turn it off. Oh boy. It's just being fussy as can be here. There we go. We'll just move it over. Very nice. Okay. Change this code. Give me 100. Alright, so then for the compost bin I need 100 fiber. Well, I am overloaded, so I think the code for fiber is 76. There we go. So let's go ahead and make our compost bin. Making the large variety. There is a price difference between the large and the compost bin if you're using the egg and poop collector. And that was quite a bit, but this one is just much faster, so I like the faster one. Definitely. So let's go ahead and place this somewhere. Doesn't really matter where you place it. I'm gonna go ahead and place it next to the garden. Put it back here, towards the back. And if you look inside, it will explain what it needs. It says, turn thatch and poop into fertilizer quickly. And that's the same for the regular one too. So we're gonna go see if we can get ourselves some more stimberries and get Mr. Fudge here stimulated to poop more for us. How you doing, pal? You doing okay? Let's get you some more food. Alright. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, even though I see beautiful narcotic and mijo berries, drop everything on this guy. Just to make it easier. Give him another point now. Oh, that's my level up, not his. Oops. I was shooting. Some animals you can shoot from their backs. Not all of them though. It's just a few. Tends to be more of the herbivores that don't have super great attack power. Ugh. You're so garbage. Yes, you're a terrible trike. You can tell I'm snobby about my animals these days. So, give me 1 second. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and take the stimberries out. Put them in. This food's back up to normal. And ready for the poopocalypse. Oops. There we go. Alright, time to pick up all this poop. Oh boy. I'm gonna move him again just off the poop, so. And you see how I have everything sort of in the open too? This is definitely not something you would do if you weren't somewhere safe like I am now. You would want fences around your place. And I can show you another day. I'll put together a base for that. Fences and some security. But here we go. I just gathered a bunch of thatch. And we'll put that in, and eventually we're going to have fertilizer for our gardens, and that's going to be way better than the poop that we have on here. So there you have it. This is a little house with a design for walking your animals in to offload. It's got all of your basic essentials. I can turn these off now. And it's got a garden, a drinking fountain, and kind of all the things you need to start off with. Like I said, this is a super simple design. It's set up so you can put in an extra floor. You can definitely expand on it. I can't go back anymore, unfortunately, because I put the garden there. But I can always take out the garden and do something a little different later. And next time what I hope to do is take you out and show you some of the workers. I showed them to you earlier, but show you taming them. That's part of the reason for my garden here, is that a lot of these workers are veggie eaters, and they like, excuse me 1 second. I had to cough again, sorry about that. they like veggies better than even mijo berries, so they'll tame a lot faster with, say, rock carrots or citronals than they will with mijo berries. And some of them are kind of a pain in the butt. Hello. Yes, you're one of those. So I'd rather tame them up nice and easy, but mijo berries does work. I'm also going to be building a taming pen too, because that's an excellent tool for you when you're starting out. But that will require us to have a slightly better bird than just a pteranodon. We're going to have to get an RG for that. So that's all going to be in the next video. But I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you learned something. Take care all. Bye-bye now.